Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I got the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For supportive oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Okay. Already shuffled. Okay. Now, I'm going to get another sip of coffee because I'm having a coffee moment. Okay. Now, this is Capricorn. Capricorn is Earth. And I feel like you're not opposed to change, but, you know, there's a way it should be done. It's kind of how I'm feeling. Change is not your enemy, and I don't feel like change, like, I feel like Capricorns are okay with change, but then there's the caveat of within reason, in its proper time, in its proper timing. Things like that. So, you know something is coming. You know there's a change coming. And I'm seeing you here with the High Priest, like, yeah, it's supposed to happen. Somewhere down the road, this change will happen. I know that. But, you know, in its right time, in its right place, in the right way. Like, there's a certain way it should be done, at a certain time, in a certain way. You know, it's got to be done in a certain rhythm. You know what I mean? It's not just like, well, we don't feel like doing it today, so we're going to change things today. Not randomly like that. I don't feel like random is your friend in that sense. You're like, no, not just because you're bored. Sorry. You would do it in the sense of like, all right, yeah, it's been reviewed. Yeah, that does need to change. Okay, let's plan it. Let's decide what needs to be done the way it needs to be done. And then we change it, and we change it correctly so that way it will stay, so that the changes we make will be long-lasting. I'm getting like this energy from the Capricorn side, kind of like, listen, I'm not just going to run all over the place and just like try to change things quickly just so we can keep fixing it because it was changed too quickly and wasn't thought out properly. We're going to think it out properly and do it right, or else we're not doing it at all. I'm getting that energy. Because I feel like someone's trying to come towards you, like, I get the assessing in the environment, and I feel like somebody's trying to give you the impression like things have to change quickly. Like, you know, the sooner it changes, the better. Like, it's going wrong now. The longer it goes like this, the worse it gets. We got to change. We got to change soon. We got to change quickly. Like, the sooner we do it, the better. And I'm seeing this come at you, and you're kind of like, hold on. Because you've got the Seven of Wands, kind of like, whoa, wait. And you step right up with this one is what I'm feeling. Like, hold on. Yes, things might need to change, but we need to think about how we're going to do this. We can't just be like, well, you know, we're going down the wrong road, so let's just turn. What do you mean, let's just turn? Before we change direction or, you know, even stop going the direction we're going, where do we want to go, and why are we saying this is the wrong path? Like, how do we not know that this is going to lead us to something else that will get us, like, maybe this road's going to lead us to an airport and we can fly to our destination. Maybe this isn't as bad as you say. So let's just reel it in a little bit and tell me why you think it's bad, and let's talk it out and let's look at it and decide why we think it's bad. So I feel like you're coming at this like, listen, we're not changing in 2 seconds, but tell me what you got and tell me why you think we need to change, and we'll go through it. The Page of Cups is the Page of Cups is happening between you and this energy, which is telling me it seems to be you're coming together fairly well. Neither of you are overly happy about slowing down. Well, neither of you are overly happy about the situation. The other side isn't happy about slowing down. You're not happy about how this is just like popping up like it has to be changed. Like someone's trying to push a quick change, and you're like, no. I understand it might have to change, but not in 2 seconds, and we're going to think about this, because I'm not going to change quick now just to change quick later and then change quick again. No. We're going to need to talk this out. So it's kind of like this comes forward, and I'm getting like there's a lot of diplomacy coming in. There's self-love in the environment, and then there's the Empress, in the actual what's happening. Now, I feel like there's a lot of good conversations coming in. And I'm getting like there might have been a little bit too, like a little bit of an alarmist feel here. Kind of like somebody has to kind of like eat crow on the sense of like, you know what, maybe they were jumping the gun a little bit. And I'm getting the self-love as like someone like looking at like maybe they overreacted. I'm feeling that energy here. And kind of like owning their own stuff. And, you know, being like, yeah, okay, I got a little too excited. I got a little nervous that things weren't going to change unless I really came at this strong. So it's like, I feel like this is like ownership. Someone's taking ownership. I know it says self-love, but I feel like someone's taking ownership. Like, yeah, maybe I was jumping the gun a little bit here. And I'm getting a good conversation with you and this person, maybe more than one person. You might be a part of a committee, whatever that is. And I'm getting like this is being talked out. And I feel like they're bringing forward good reasons like why things have to change. And I feel like you are conceding to that. You're saying, okay, yes, you have good reasons. This is true. I do believe this has to change as well. So let's start creating a plan to make that happen. And I feel like you're coming back with like, I am conceding to this. I will go along with this change. I do agree a change needs to happen. But then again, we come back to the beginning. In a certain way, at a certain time, in a certain rhythm. You know, not going to just lose my head over this and just go, we need to change everything. No. What do we need to change? How are we going to change it? What way are we going to go? And how are we going to implement it? And I'm seeing this here with like, you're kind of like, you're letting it go, but you're like, we're going to do this within reason. Like you are backing off with the Six of Swords, but you're allowing the change to come in, but you're sailing past it. Like, you know, it's going to go within reason. But I will help you, and I will be, it's almost like, you're like, I'll even champion the cause. I'll make sure this happens. I'll get it going. As long as we do it in the correct way, because I want to make a change that's going to last. We make a change, and it sticks. And that's what we're going to do. Not change after change after change. That was a weird feeling there. Because I feel like, I don't know why this is popping in, but there was a thing at a place I worked once. I don't know if I should even say it because I think it's a popular program. But basically, there's these people in leadership roles that were taking, I want to say it was called Six Sigma. And it was just one after the other, constantly changing things. And it was just one of those things where it was change after change after change to the point where we all just like, anytime they said a change was coming, we all would just roll our eyes. I remember that part. And I'm feeling that here with this. Kind of like, I'm not into this, you know, change is a constant. Change shouldn't be a constant. And I feel like that's the thing. You're like, that's what you're kind of like, that's what you're fighting against. Kind of like, we're not going to create a situation where change is the constant, where we're constantly changing. No, I'm not going to do it. But you're backing off. You're like, as long as we do the right change, we do it once, it'll be good. You're agreeing to this. You're like, I'll even champion the cause. And I'm getting that again. You're like, I'll even champion the cause if that's what it needs. If needed be. If need be. You get the Ten of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles in the environment. You're getting your way. It's going slowly. It's going correctly. It's going in its own time, in its own way. It's working the way you want it to work. I'm getting like this energy that whoever you're working with is really devastated because they want things to happen a lot quicker. They really want things to happen a lot quicker. But they're realizing that's the whole thing. I feel like that's the whole thing. They have to wait for things to slowly come together. It's like a slow burn. It's a slow mixing. Like it's going to take a while. It's like kneading dough. It's like kneading dough. It takes a while. You got to put a lot of effort into it. It's going to take some time if you really want it to work out. And I do see that they're disappointed about that. They want things to go faster, but they are conceding. Like they're also conceding to the rate at which things change. You got the King of Wands on your side. It's going completely the way you want it to, is what I'm getting. It's going at a rational pace. It's going to be one change. I feel like that's the big thing. Rational pace, in other words, the pace makes sense to you. One change, like it's just one big change. We're doing it right the first time. And I'm getting, because of this, a lot more great opportunities come out of this. I feel like you doing it this way, you holding the ground and saying, this is how we're going to do it, it creates a lot more opportunities in the future that I feel like you're very happy with. It's not like things are changing, but there's possibilities you could grab hold from in the future if you'd like to, because of the way you handled this. I really do. I'm also getting this again. I feel like you took the wind out of somebody's sails. Because I feel like you made a very good point. Change is happening, but the way you're controlling it, I feel like you're showing that that's what's really needed here. That's the best way to do it. So somebody might have, like, that Ten of Swords makes me a little uneasy. There might be somebody a little bit, like their nose is a little out of joint because of this. So just be aware of that. I don't feel like it should be, but I feel like there might be. There might be, because you're not only you're correct, it's proving to be correct over time. And the longer it goes, the more it proves that you were right. And that's that. Anything else here? All right, I think we're good. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.